Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to our new lesson in physics. We are going to take some examples about the previous lesson we discussed before, work. Okay, we said before in general, work in physics is when we have a force that affects on an object and moves it to a certain distance in the direction of the force. So let's take an example. If I have this box, the green one, okay, I apply a force F on this box. It will move it to this position, okay, with a distance D, okay? So if I want to calculate the force, let's first give values. For example, if I have that force, for example, 17 in Newton. Remember, we said that the unit of force is Newton, and this force moves the box to a distance, let's say 250 centimeter. Okay, so in this case, the question is calculate the work. First of all, when we want to solve any physics problem, we put the information that we have. Okay, let's write. We have the force 17 Newton. Okay, we have the force 17 Newton. As you can see here, the unit is Newton, so no need to change. It's not in kilonewton, it's not in meganewton or millinewton. No need to change. Okay, the other information we have the distance equals to 250 centimeter. So the unit given here for the distance, it's given centimeter. We cannot use it. We have to change it to meter. Okay? And we know when we want to change, let me put here a note, the box of notes. When we want to go from centimeter to meter, we have to divide by 100. Okay? So from centimeter to meter, we divide by 100. And of course, if we want to come back from meter to centimeter, we have to multiply by 100. So we apply this change. Okay? So that 250 centimeter, when we divide it by 100, it will be 2.5 meter. Okay? The question is calculate the work. It means we don't have the work. Question mark. It means we don't have it. So to calculate the work, in this case, we write the formula. Okay, so the first step is we write the information and we make any necessary changes for the units. Okay, the second step is to write the formula. We have work equal force multiple distance. We have to make sure that the thing that we need to calculate is alone in one side of the equation. As you can see, it is applied here. So we substitute the numbers. We have the force 17, okay, multiple the distance 2.5. okay, we multiply them. We have that calculator, we multiply them. 17 multiple 2.5, so we get 42.5. So the answer here is 42.5. This is the work. We just calculated the work. Okay, so we wrote the formula, we substitute the numbers, and we get the answer. Remember, always we should put the unit. Okay, remember what we said before about the unit? What is the unit of work? We said it has two units. One of them is Newton meter or joules. Okay, and joules is used more. Okay, so we write joules. Maybe somebody will ask, teacher, is it okay if we use like any one of them? Yes, you can either put Newton meter or joules, whatever. Okay, so this is one example about how to calculate the work when we have a given force and a given distance. Okay, we can take another example. I hope you copied all this. Okay, we take another example. For instance, if they say in this figure, we have the force is, for example, 37 Newton. Okay, we apply this force on a box, okay, to move it a certain distance, which we don't know. It moved a certain distance. The work done in here, let's say the work was, let me say it was, for example, 50 joules. The question is, calculate the distance that the work or the force made the box move. Okay, so we find the distance. We don't know the distance. We write the information. I have work and I have force, which is 37 Newton. This is 7, by the way. Okay, distance we don't have it. We need to calculate that distance. As you can see, work is given in joules, force is given in Newton, and they are the SI units. Okay, so no need to change. We keep it like this. Fine. After that, what do? We have the general formula of the work. The general formula of the work equals force multiple distance. Okay, remember, when you want to calculate something, you have to isolate it in one side. So the distance here, we cannot find it because it's multiplied by the force, so we need to put it alone in one side. Let's put this formula in a triangle. Remember what we did in the previous video? We said we put it in this triangle. What do we put here? Up we put W, and down we put force multiple distance. So we need the distance, right? So we cover, okay? We cover the distance. It will be work by force. So in this case, distance will be work by force. Okay, so this is the shape of the formula that we are going to use. As you can see, I isolated the D alone in one side, right? So now we substitute the numbers. How much is the work given? It's 50. How much is the force given? It's 37. We do the calculation. We divide 50 by 37. It will be 4.05. The answer will be 4.05. This is the distance. Remember that we put the unit. What is the SI unit? For distance, of course you know it, it's meter, right? So we put meter. This is the second example of how to apply the formula of work and how to change it to an appropriate form or shape to find the distance. Okay? I hope everything is clear. I'm gonna give you like a homework. You can solve it and leave it in the comments below, okay? The third case, let me erase. Of course, anytime you want to copy anything from the board, you can always just stop the video for a while, okay? And you copy anything you want. Sorry for the mess here. But the third example or the homework, I have a force of unknown value, I don't know, okay? Acting on this box to move it a distance. Let me say the distance here is 3.5, or let me change the numbers. We already have 3.1 meter. I guess we already had that number. Anyway, and the work done by this force was, let's say work was 28 joules. Okay, the question is, calculate the applied force. Calculate the applied force. I need the force. Okay, calculate the applied force. Let me write the question. Calculate they apply force. Okay, I hope everything is clear. Please solve this question, and if you have any question you want to ask, just leave it in the comments. Okay, and I wish you a good day. Bye bye.